NTB, man. So the issue of diversity in the workplace, diversity in the workforce is very, very important. Different minds, different voices, different life experience, people coming from different parts of the city, different parts of the country, different parts of the world is important because we're speaking to a global universe now. So everybody's voice has value. Even the brothers on the block, your voice have value. That's what this video is about. It's about diversity counts. Diversity is something that can enhance many organizations. So, and don't count yourself out, count yourself in. Let's talk about it. NTB, man. So I can do what you do. Can you do what I do? One of the things I want to say to a lot of brothers who are in the streets is that it's an interesting time that we're living in. And our minds have been hijacked to a large extent to believe that we are not talking about people who come up from the streets, poverty, quote unquote, in the city, that we are not qualified to roam in the world of the so-called people who haven't come from that environment. Where you were born, where you come from, your origins, you had no control over that. What you can do, though, is build yourself up and learn the things that the people who haven't been born in those unfortunate, deprived conditions know. You can learn what they know. You can learn math, you can learn the sciences, you can learn the academic components of all that they do. You can learn how to be a doctor, a lawyer, a business person, district manager, regional manager. You can learn all those things. The difference between you and them really is that they can't learn what you know, at least at the level that you know it. Because you have to master two worlds. You had to learn just to survive, right? All of the things to keep you alive and well in the inner city. And on top of that, you had to learn what folks know in the quote-unquote mainstream environment. You had to learn them both. And so the capacity of your mind is so expansive that it's enviable. And I don't say that lightly. It's enviable because when you come up to the level of the so-called Main Street folks and you walk into those rooms, everyone in the room knows that you come from a world where most of them could not have survived, could not have thrived, and could not have escaped. Many, many people from those neighborhoods from which we come from, they don't escape. And so many of the people you're going to meet in the workplace, and this is not a knock on them, that they don't have the tools that you have. They just don't. They don't have the IQ that you have, and I'm dead serious about the IQ. Your IQ is enhanced because of the things that you've been through, the life experience that you had to endure. So your IQ of just how to walk down the street and avoid the wolves is high. Your speech patterns and how to talk to people who are predators and let them know instantly, I am no joke. I'm not that dude to mess with, without even telling them. You can do it through your body language. You can do it through your voice inflections. You can do it with your eyes. This is an intelligence at a next level. And that's why certain times, once you expound upon that and develop that and learn the things that the so-called Main Street folks know, you are really at a next level. You are no joke. I'll tell you a quick story, right? I was locked down for a long time and I came out, but I was building my mind, academics, getting stronger, reading, writing, learning business. I'm learning law, etc., etc. And once I came into the world of work, I had a project that they had assigned me to on one of my jobs, and it was basically in the inner city, and we had to go into certain schools and present our programs and the services that we had. And some of the people that they had working around me was so academically strong. I mean, they had like $1 million vocabularies. These people went to great schools from the time they were like in kindergarten. But what they could not do is go into the inner city and talk to the people, the parents, the children, even the professionals who were in them schools, and connect. They couldn't do it because they didn't know the cues. They didn't know the rhythm. They didn't know the pace. It was a world that was totally unknown to them. And the first time our supervisor sent me, people was calling her, was like, who is that? Send him back. We want him here. And the other folks, you might as well keep them. And I don't say that in a braggadocious form and fashion. I just say that because it's the way of the world. I can do what you do. Can you do what I do? Ladies and gentlemen, get your weight up, build your mind, build your skills. You are no joke, no throwaway boy.